Dangal for Delhi locked and loaded. Delhiites vote on February 5th, results on February 8th. It is a three-way battle for national capital.
दिल्ली को आपदा में धकेल दिया।
केवल और केवल गालियों के बस पे वो वोट मांगना चाहते हैं, केवल गालियां दे देके केजरीवाल को गालियां देंगे, केजरीवाल को गालियां देंगे, वोट दो, केजरीवाल को गालियां देंगे, वोट दो। काम बताओ, आपने काम क्या किया?
कांग्रेस के ऊपर ये 50 इल्जाम लगाया करते थे, भारतीय जनता पार्टी भी इल्जाम लगाती थी। हमारे यहाँ क्यों नहीं रेड पड़ रही है? भाई तुम्हारे यहाँ क्यों रेड पड़ रही है? जिसके घर में अवैध शराब पड़ी हो वही तो चिल्लाएगा सबसे ज्यादा पुलिस के खिलाफ। अब आप समझ लो, जो सबसे ज्यादा चिल्ला रहा है सबसे बड़ा चोर वही है।
आप वर्सेस बीजेपी वर्सेस कांग्रेस, who will conquer? State of War Delhi is on. That is our top focus on 5 Live.
The Delhi Dangal is what we're calling it, and it is officially on, with the dates being announced today. I'm going to tell you who's more battle ready, who's got the advantage, who's on the back foot, and what the opportunities are in this big election in the tiny national capital of Delhi. I'm Shiv. Thanks for being with me. This is 5 Live. All right, the big controversy over the Delhi Chief Minister's official residence is escalating. It's already become a big fiery flashpoint on the road to the Delhi election. The Aam Aadmi Party, the ruling party of Delhi, has issued a deadline to the BJP. Says, show proof of a swimming pool, as is being claimed by the BJP in the Chief Minister's residence. The Aam Aadmi Party plans to protest outside the Chief Minister's residence tomorrow. Atishi says was thrown out of the Chief Minister's house. So the flashpoint over what the BJP is calling Sheesh Mahal has escalated.
तो मैं चुनौती देता हूं भारतीय जनता पार्टी को और ये कहना चाहता हूं पूरे देश के सामने, तुम्हारा झूठ कल उजागर होगा। मुख्यमंत्री आवास में कल 11 बजे हम लोग मीडिया के मित्रों के साथ चलेंगे और वहां सोने की टॉयलेट खोजेंगे, वहां स्विमिंग पूल खोजेंगे, वहां पे मिनी बार खोजेंगे और उसके ठीक बाद हम लोग चलेंगे राजा का राजमहल देखने के लिए। आमंत्रित करता हूं मीडिया के मित्रों को कि आप लोग कल 11 बजे हमारे साथ मुख्यमंत्री आवास और उसके बाद राजा का राजमहल देखने के लिए जरूर चलें। 2700 करोड़ का राजमहल जिसमें हमारे राजा रहते हैं और हमारे राजा इतने अद्भुत हैं, उन्होंने फैशन डिजाइनरों को भी फेल कर दिया है। दिन में 3-3 बार कपड़े बदलते हैं, 10-10 लाख की पेन का इस्तेमाल करते हैं, 2700 करोड़ में अपना घर बनवाया है, 6700 जूते की जोड़ियां उनके पास, 5000 सूट उनके पास, 10-10 लाख के पेन उनके पास। हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी के घर में 300 करोड़ रुपए के कालीन बिछे हुए हैं। राजमहल के अंदर 300 करोड़ की कालीन बिछी हुई है जिसमें सोने के तार लगे हुए हैं। 200 करोड़ रुपए का झूमर लगा हुआ है राजमहल में, जहां हीरे लगे हुए हैं। दिखाओ पूरे देश को, दिखाओ मीडिया को, दिखाओ दिल्ली की जनता को और देश की जनता को। हम देखना चाहते हैं तुम्हारा राजमहल।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगता है कि वो घर छीनने से, हमारे साथ गाली गलौज करने से, मेरे परिवार के बारे में निचले स्तर की बातें करने से, इनको लगता है कि ये हमारे काम रोक देंगे। जो हम दिल्ली वालों के लिए काम कर रहे हैं उस काम को रोक देंगे। लेकिन मैं दिल्ली वालों को ये बताना चाहती हूं कि घर छीनने से काम रुकेगा नहीं। ये हमारे घर छीन सकते हैं, ये हमें गालियां दे सकते हैं, लेकिन जो दिल्ली वालों के लिए काम करने का जज्बा हमारे दिल में है उस जज्बे को नहीं छीन सकते हैं।
Well, all this crossfire is going to have a shelf life because February 5th is when the people of Delhi will go to vote who they want their next government to be, and February 8th is when the election results will be announced. With the Election Commission's announcement of this poll schedule, the model code of conduct comes into force immediately. And as you can see, the battle lines have already been drawn.
Delhi is all set for its biggest dangal. A three-way fight to finish between incumbent Aam Aadmi Party, challenger BJP and dark horse Congress. The elections to the 70-member Delhi Assembly will be held on February 5th in a single phase. And the winner of Delhi Dangal will be announced on February 8th.
Date of poll is 5th and counting is 8th, and 5th again we have very deliberately kept Wednesday. क्योंकि हम सोचते हैं सब दिल्ली वाले वोट करें, इसलिए इस बार भी महाराष्ट्र की तरह हमने इसको वेडनेसडे में रखा है. Entire election process after counting will be complete by 10th.
The poll announcement sent political temperature sky high in freezing Delhi.
8 तारीख को अरविंद केजरीवाल जी से दिल्ली के लोगों को छुटकारा मिलेगा. ये चुनाव की तारीख कहीं खाली नहीं तय हुई. दिल्ली से आम आदमी पार्टी के प्रस्थान की तारीख भी आज तय हो गई है.
आपकी परेशानियां, आप जिस भी जहरीली हवाओं में, जहरीला पानी, अपराध, महंगाई, बेरोजगारी से आपको कांग्रेस मुक्ति दिलाने जा रही है.
हमें भरोसा है कि दिल्ली के लोग मिल करके फिर से दिल्ली में काम करने वाली अरविंद केजरीवाल की सरकार बनाएंगे.
फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल, फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल.
The Aam Aadmi Party released its campaign song titled Fir Laenge Kejriwal, highlighting Aam Aadmi Party's welfare schemes.
महिलाओं को सम्मान देता है दिल्ली का दिल में ख्याल. फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल, फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल.
The BJP hit back with own video invoking liquor scam, calling Kejriwal a daruwala और booze seller.
शीश महल बनवाया खुद का जनता के पैसों से, झुग्गी वालों को दे दिया मकान के बदले अंगूठा. महंगी बिजली बस अब नहीं, पलटी बाजी बस अब नहीं, चैन की सांस हमें चाहिए, घोटालेबाजी अब नहीं. जनता को ठगने वालों पे प्रहार चाहिए, बहाने नहीं बदलाव चाहिए. दिल्ली में भाजपा सरकार चाहिए.
BJP mounted heat on Chief Minister Atishi, invoking her parents' support to Parliament terror attack convict Afzal Guru, calling the family a terror sympathizer.
ऐसा कहेगा शिक्षक जो अफजल गुरु की फांसी ना लगे उसके लिए हस्ताक्षर करे, तो ऐसा पिता किस लिए चाहिए? वो व्यक्ति हिंदुस्तान में पैदा ही क्यों हुआ था? उसको तो पाकिस्तान में पैदा होना चाहिए था.
BJP's Kalkaji candidate Ramesh Biduri hit out at Atishi, calling her teary act a drama.
तो ये विक्टिम कार्ड खेलने का इनका एक नौटंकी करके घड़ियाली आंसू बहाते हैं. रात भी देखा होगा आपने कि मुख्यमंत्री जी किस प्रकार से घड़ियालू आंसू बहा रही हैं. मुख्यमंत्री जी को ये स्पष्ट करना चाहिए कि अपने पिताजी के वो जो अफजल गुरु के प्रति उन्होंने याचिका दायर की है, उस पर वो निंदा उनकी करती है, समर्थन करती है, ये क्लियर करें. वो
Former Chief Minister Kejriwal hit back, calling BJP an abusive party.
जो एक हमारे देश की पार्टी है, गाली गलौज पार्टी, कौन सी है?
Speaking to India Today, Chief Minister Atishi claimed that she might even be arrested by BJP.
कुछ भी ना मिलने के बावजूद उनको अरेस्ट किया, सत्येंद्र जैन को अरेस्ट किया, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को अरेस्ट किया. So the motive was to stop the work the Delhi government is doing. ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई पैसे की रिकवरी हुई, उनको कोई सबूत मिला, एंड फाइनली सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एग्जैक्टली सेम चीजें कहीं भी. तो अगर आज मुझे अरेस्ट करने का प्लान है तो वो भी इसी कारण से है.
Delhi now bracing for hectic electioneering for 4 weeks, which promises to be fiery. With Aishwarya Paliwal and Piyush Mishra in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
So the Aam Aadmi Party is, of course, the incumbent party that rules Delhi right now. So let's just do a very quick strengths and weaknesses comparison of the incumbent. They've been in power right now for 10 years. What works for the Aam Aadmi Party? Free power and water, considered to be top billing as far as its policies are concerned. But it also has an over-reliance on the central figure of Arvind Kejriwal. What works for the Aam Aadmi Party? Education, the health revolution, mohalla clinics, things like that. But allegations of populism, freebies and reveries without really focusing on development is an allegation against it. What works for it? Women-centric initiatives, announcing 2,100 rupees to every Mahila, if they come back to power is one of them. But corruption allegations, including the ongoing cases against people, including Arvind Kejriwal, may work against the Aam Aadmi Party. Appeal to middle-class voters goes in their favour. It is the wave on which they came to power over a decade ago. But environmental issues could be an issue, especially pollution, which the Aam Aadmi Party has utterly failed to resolve despite being in power both in Delhi and in Punjab, where a lot of that pollution actually comes from. Hyper-local governance is a very, very compelling positive as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. But conflict with the LG, the constant impulse to pass the buck whenever there are problems, and finger-pointing without taking responsibility is something that the public does see as a drawback of the Aam Aadmi Party. Decentralized campaigning is considered to be a positive for the Aam Aadmi Party. Weak presence in the rural areas of Delhi, and there are many parts of the national capital which fall in the rural belt, is seen as a drawback. Sympathy boost due to central agency actions. Make no mistake, this is a positive for the Aam Aadmi Party, and they will justifiably milk it to the fullest. The fact that, or the suggestion that actions against Arvind Kejriwal and other leaders, putting them in jail for long periods of time, was a vindictive government at the centre, and therefore the sympathy factor could work in their favour. But internal conflicts within the Aam Aadmi Party could pull them down just a little bit. Kejriwal's image as a Delhi-centric leader is obviously advantage as far as Delhi is concerned. It hasn't helped the Aam Aadmi Party in other states and other elections, but in Delhi it most certainly will help. But once again, internal conflicts may prove to be a spoiler for the Aam Aadmi Party. How it actually fares, we'll all know on February the 8th. But I want to go across to India Today's Amit Bharadwaj, who tracks the Aam Aadmi Party for us here on India Today. Amit, the drama in the run-up to polling on February the 5th is on many different issues and many different factors. But what we can see right now is that tomorrow there's going to be a big crowd outside and inside the Chief Minister's residence. So we've just heard Sanjay Singh inviting the media to go and check out all of those things listed in the audit report. So it's going to be a day of high drama outside the Chief Minister's residence tomorrow.
Right, Shiv. You know, one thing that is very peculiar to Delhi politics is that when Aam Aadmi Party and BJP clash, it's not just war of words, rather also drama, political drama unfolding on the streets of the national capital. So now that the dates of the elections have been already announced, we will see more of those chapters happening, being written in Delhi. One being that now Sanjay Singh and Aam Aadmi Party has given an open dare to the Bharatiya Janata Party, open the doors of Six Flags Staff Marg and show us where is the swimming pool, where is the gold-plated washroom as being claimed by the BJP. So around 11 a.m., Aam Aadmi Party delegation is expected to hit civil lines, which used to be the headquarters, from where the Aam Aadmi Party's entire politics used to revolve when Arvind Kejriwal was Chief Minister of Delhi, because all those crucial meetings would used to happen at Six Flags Staff Marg for 10 years, nearly 9 years rather. That was the center from where AAP's policy was decided. So now AAP saying, we are going there 11 a.m. Come along with us and, cross-check BJP's claim along with that. AAP also saying that they want to check and go to Prime Minister's residence to check out as to how people's money have been invested into, luxurious items. So allegation, counter-allegation, and now AAP issuing 2 dares to the BJP. Back to you.
So we're going to have to see how that actually plays out tomorrow. The Aam Aadmi Party, no stranger to dramatic politics, street politics. We're going to see definitely a gesture of that starting tomorrow, and Amit and his team will be there to report. Amit, thanks very much for that. Now let's shift to the BJP. Remember, the BJP is the big challenger. The BJP was in power in Delhi way back between 1993 and 1998. So it hasn't seen power since then. But what works for the BJP this time? Let's just do a quick run through. Central schemes benefiting the urban poor definitely weigh in the BJP's favor, but weak local leaders, absolutely embarrassing list of local leaders, will pull it down. Strong leadership and organizational structure in general will work for the BJP, but centralization is something that the public will see perhaps as a drawback. 10 years of anti-incumbency against the Aam Aadmi Party certainly weighs in the favor of any challenger, including the BJP, but the impact of price rise is something that the public may actually blame the BJP for. Pro-infrastructure image, pro-capitalization, pro-modernization image of the BJP and the Modi government at the centre could weigh in its favour. Relationship with traders could be seen as a friction point. Targeting migrant communities will be seen as a plus. Failure to deliver on statehood promise, even though it is a larger, loftier issue, could still be at the back of people's minds. So these are issues. Support among middle class and business communities, definitely a plus for the BJP, but the AAP's welfare schemes being in power will be seen as something of a challenge as far as the BJP is concerned. Appeal to Hindu voters and the nationalism narrative comes naturally to the BJP, and that will be welcomed by its core base. But the struggle to convert national popularity into Delhi Assembly wins is a whole different story. How that's going to play out, we'll have to wait and see. Recent electoral success, the momentum from Maharashtra and Haryana obviously weighs in the BJP's favour, but no election is alike, and there is no empirical evidence that there is any sort of a frontal flow between one election and another, apart from the morale and the energy being displayed by cadres on the ground. But the BJP definitely in high spirits going into this election, but the perception of neglect, since the BJP has been in power in Delhi way back in 98, could weigh against them right now. An entire couple of generations have no memory of the BJP being in power in this city. Let me go across to India today. Is Aishwarya Paliwal, who's reported from Delhi for many years. Aishwarya, this is an interesting Delhi election of the kind that we haven't seen for a while now. It's being seen as a triangular fight. Nobody is giving the Congress much of a chance at all. But the Congress's role in how the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP finally turn out is turning out to be quite interesting and tantalizing. I've just listed the BJP's strengths and weaknesses going into this election, but is the BJP basically counting on the Congress doing really well in order to cannibalize the Aam Aadmi Party so that the BJP has a chance?
Well, Shiv, let me tell you that what you have said is exactly what the BJP is hoping for, at least in parts. They actually are hoping that the Congress should actually do well in the elections, because then their chances will increase. And you were also speaking about the fact that, the last time BJP was in power was way back in 1998, which means it's almost been 26 years. It's a 26-year drought that the BJP at the moment is looking at. And that's the reason why we are seeing the Bharatiya Janata Party putting forward its most reliable warrior, Prime Minister Narendra Modi. All the posters, Shiv, that you are seeing, you have the large picture of the Prime Minister, and he's the one who sounded the bugle. There have been 2 rallies. So the BJP is now looking at making sure that the Congress does well, and also trying to give out an appeal that the double engine government will come if you give us a chance.
But Aishwarya, very quickly, do you think that's gives the Aam Aadmi Party something of an advantage, or when it comes to Modi, it can't be seen as an advantage? Because the Aam Aadmi Party has basically been trying to lay a trap for the BJP, saying, name your face, name who the CM face is going to be. The BJP hasn't done that. They very smartly put Modi. But how do you think that's going to play out?
Well, you know, the Aam Aadmi Party, in fact, Arvind Kejriwal, at least over the past 15 days, you know, wherever he's speaking about the fact that the BJP has not put forth the name. And the reason why, Shiv, let me tell you, BJP has not done that is because they understand that, you know, once the reason why they have done so is because once they come out with the name, then we will see Arvind Kejriwal making sure that he traps that one person, be it a man, be it a woman. So the BJP is saying that we have a winning formula. The winning formula is that it should be Prime Minister and then the entire party behind Prime Minister. So this is the formula that they are sticking with. But let me tell you, Shiv, they believe that this time it's not that easy for the Aam Aadmi Party, for Arvind Kejriwal. Corruption, Sheesh Mahal, liquor scam, these are the things that the BJP is now speaking about. And over the course of the next 15 days, you will see Prime Minister Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah and the top leaders of the BJP hitting the ground running and telling the people that now is the time when you end the 26-year drought and you give us a chance.
All the permutations going into this election make it a very, very interesting Delhi election. You know, it's usually an election that's ignored in every other part of the country, but I invite all of our viewers to join us, Aishwarya and her team on the ground, because this is going to be more than just a routine election of the kind we've been seeing over the last few years. Aishwarya, thanks very much for that. And finally, since this is a triangular contest and no one can ever dismiss the Congress party from Delhi, the Congress has ruled Delhi for the longest time, ever since Delhi got an assembly in 1993. Sheila Dikshit is a well-regarded, well-remembered, beloved former Chief Minister from the Congress in Delhi. She ruled for 3 full terms for 15 years, still considered to be in many ways the golden days, some people believe, of what Delhi's administration was like. But here's a look at what works for the Congress and what doesn't. It has a traditional vote base, there's no doubt about it, but a perception of irrelevance, its continued failure over the last many years has given it a reputation of inertia and stagnation. Positioning as a middle ground party, you know, between the BJP on the one hand and the Aam Aadmi Party on the other, you just heard Alka Lamba say that as well, will weigh in their favor, but fading leadership, absolutely zero charisma on the ground, will draw them down. Party revival attempts, some say, have been sincere in Delhi, because Delhi is seen in some ways as a outsized crown jewel for any party, particularly the Congress party. But the loss of minority and Dalit base to the Aam Aadmi Party means that the Congress has pretty much been hollowed out by its own India Alliance ally. Focus on inflation and unemployment will weigh in the Congress's favor, but lack of a ground-level organization, which is something that afflicts the Congress not just in Delhi but across the country, will be a disadvantage. Historic governance record. Can they go into this election waving the Sheila Dikshit flag? Does the new generation even remember Sheila Dikshit? The old generation most definitely does, and fondly, despite certain controversies. The pro-poor agenda will help them for sure, but limited campaign resources. Look, you cannot lose election after election after election, especially elections which are there for you to win, and then expect to be completely battle ready for the next challenge that comes your way. So this is going to be a difficult one for the Congress party. Not many people are giving it more than a vote cutter's chance, as it were, in this election. But let's get a perspective from India Today's Mosmi Singh, who knows the inside out of the Congress party. Mosmi, what is the Congress really hoping to achieve in this election? Are they going all guns blazing, with full throttle to actually win this election? And how are they navigating the obvious paradox that the Congress doing even reasonably well means advantage BJP?
Shiv, I can tell you one thing, that the Congress seems to be caught in a bit of a bind.
Yeah.
They started off differently, were pretty aggressive when they started off. We saw initially, even before the election season had caught up, that Rahul Gandhi was going to Okhla, Mandi, he was going to New Delhi railway station, trying to gather the pulse and catch the mood of the Delhiites. He even went to Mukherjee Nagar. And that's what is left for the Congress leaders or candidates to flaunt, as far as, the top brass of the Congress chipping in till now. You know, the election dates have been announced. There hasn't been even one rally, one event or one presser by Kharge or the Gandhi siblings. And as we heard about, you rightly pointed out, will they actually use Sheila Dikshit's legacy and whether that will be recalled? It's interesting that yesterday when they had the Pyari Didi Yojana that was launched, it wasn't launched by Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who's supposed to be a star campaigner and champion of women cause. It was launched by DK Shiv Kumar, the Deputy CM of Karnataka. There lies the irony. And Sheila Dikshit's picture was also missing in the posters that were there on the background. So one can really read between the lines where the interest of the Congress really lies and how it has to choose between the two sides.
Don't miss Mausami's ground reporting on the road to battlefield Delhi. It's some of the most excellent reporting on where things stand politically for the Congress and the other warriors in this big prestige battle. Mausami, we'll be looking out for that. Thanks very much for joining me for the moment. Well, the battle for Delhi has sparked, an almost daily crossfire in the national capital. As the stakes rise, the dates have been announced. Political parties are hurling sharp, ugly remarks at each other. From Prime Minister Modi's Aapada attack on the Delhi government to Kejriwal's Gali Galoch party jibe at the BJP, here's a quick sort of rundown of all the jabs and counterattacks exchanged between the BJP AAP and the Congress.
बीते 10 साल में दिल्ली ने जिस तरह की राज्य सरकार देखी है, वो किसी आपदा से कम नहीं है। और इसलिए दिल्ली में एक ही आवाज गूंज रही है, आपदा नहीं सहेंगे, बदल के रहेंगे।
जो एक हमारे देश की पार्टी है, गाली गलौज पार्टी, कौन सी है? तो हमारे देश की जो गाली गलौज पार्टी है, उसके नेता भी, मैं जानता हूं उन्हें भी गाना पसंद आएगा, वो भी अगर चाहें तो अपने घर में कमरा बंद करके अंदर से इसको गाने को चला सकते हैं और उस पे थिरक सकते हैं, कोई देख नहीं रहा।
अरे ये मार्लिना, ये तो सिंह बन गई भैया, चेहरा ही नाम बदल दिया। केजरीवाल ने बच्चों की कसम खाई थी, भ्रष्टाचारी कांग्रेस के साथ नहीं जाऊंगा। मार्लिना ने बाप बदल दिया, पहले मार्लिना थी, अब सिंह हो गई। ये इनका चरित्र है।
आप चुनाव के लिए इतनी घटिया हरकत करेंगे? कैसे बुजुर्ग व्यक्ति को गालियां देने पे उतर आएंगे?
तो उसी को होगा ना। अगर आपके गली में पुलिस वाला घूम रहा हो तो किसी के घर में अगर प्रसाद पड़ा हो तो वो थोड़ी डरेगा। जिसके घर में अवैध शराब पड़ी हो वही तो चिल्लाएगा सबसे ज्यादा पुलिस के खिलाफ। अब आप समझ लो, जो सबसे ज्यादा चिल्ला रहा है सबसे बड़ा चोर वही है।